Hello, everybody. Let me fix my table. So today we're doing Pisces. Pisces is getting their no contact. Why are you in no contact with your partner, with your person? We're going to start off with our tried and true. Okay, Pisces, what's going on with you guys? Why are you guys in a no contact situation with your person? Or are they purposely not contacting you? Like, who's not contacting who? What happened? What's going on? Okay, so we got the King of Wands. King of Wands came out. So we got somebody on the throne. Maybe there was like a lack of passion as time went on. Like, y'all started looking other ways from each other. Give me a little bit more. Okay, we got 2. We have, what is that? The Sun and the, hold on, 9. Sorry, I was like, 9 of Wands. Okay, so when I see these cards together, right, there's a lot of fire energy. Not only that, you got the Sun in the middle, which is also like hot fire energy. I honestly feel like, you know, there came a time in your relationship. Now, I don't know if this is like a physical child, I don't want to say a loss of a child, or just like the playfulness in the relationship. It could be that as well. But the playfulness in this relationship, I feel like it kind of dwindled. You know, you didn't want to fight for this anymore. It wasn't worth protecting. And you kind of felt that, Pisces. So there could have been some type of animosity, or maybe like the razzle dazzle of it wore off. You don't necessarily feel attracted to this person, or maybe this person feels that way towards you. Remember, this could be both of your guys' energies, things going on. So I see that as to be what happened. So it just seems like you kind of lost the passion, you kind of lost the excitement, or that person felt that way towards you. Now I want to say, how does Pisces person feel about them? How does Pisces person feel about them? Let's see. Okay, nothing's coming out. We're just going to open. All right, we got Nightmare. So they feel this way about you. You cause them some type of anxiety or stress. Maybe because, now, here's how the situation could be. Either you lost your passion, or you lost your love, or you just weren't willing to give it that energy anymore. And because of that, they're starting to feel that. They feel at night, you know, they're restless without you. They probably feel really sad. There's a lot of guilt, and maybe like things that they wish they did differently, that could have potentially made you change your mind or see them differently than you do now. So that's how they feel about you, Pisces. And if that's the case, and they feel like they dropped the ball, then I'm about to say, you know, Pisces are really cool people in my experience. I'm a water sign. My experience with Pisces, I feel as though Pisces can sometimes not realize how would I say it? They love everyone. And sometimes that can kind of make people feel a little on edge. Like, well, Pisces is giving their attention to other people is what I'm trying to say. And they don't mean it like I'm interested. They mean it more so like I just like people and I like being around people. That's been my experience. There's other people's experiences out there. So that's what I've seen. Very flirty. They can be very playful too. So that's how your partner sees you. How do you see your partner? Okay. So I think you were the one who lost the passion. There was a lot of, maybe like, when I see the Queen of Wands in reverse, I honestly get this feeling, and I've said it before, somebody who could be a little bit hard on themselves. You saw them as somebody who didn't, I want to say, like, praise you enough. Like, I feel like they didn't put you on that pedestal that you wanted them to. And that's not to say that you were like being selfish, but you showed up in this relationship, right? You showed up because we have the Sun here, and it was in reverse. So clearly there was brightness, there was like love, there was abundance, there was like, potentially even having a child with this person. And that's not the case anymore. Something's shifted your energy from king of energy to like queen of energy, and then in reverse. So I do feel like this is telling me that Pisces, since this is how you see them, Pisces, you're the one who lost the passion for them. And I think it's because, like I said, they didn't really praise you, but not in the sense like, oh, you're so beautiful, bow down to the queen, but just like they didn't really lift you up the way that you needed to be. And that made you, in a sense, maybe felt a little insecure about that. And so it's that insecurity that they couldn't show up for you the way that you needed them to is what caused you to pull back your energy. And I feel like that's what is going on here. Let's look at some external things that could potentially get in the way of this relationship, or influence this separation or this no contact. What were some external things? Okay, we got the Lion. There's a lot of like sun and fire energy in this reading. There's been nothing but like, we got Leo energy here. So like I said, that I'm not saying Leos are like vain, but I will say Leos are usually tied to their image and the zodiac. So like I said, I think that there was that whole aspect of like not getting the praise you wanted, not being, whoa, that guy just flew out. The whole bunch of them just flew out. Okay, so here goes that nostalgic child card again. And then we have Page of Cups, reverse, and then we have the Victory, right? When I see this combo, and we said external things, this all came out. So we have, let me turn this around. So we have the Strength card, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Page in reverse, and then we have the Six of Wands, right? So when I'm looking at this, I can hold them. Again, strength means obviously that, like having the strength, a sense of control, maybe of communication, since we're in a no contact. The angel is actually like closing the mouth of the lion, right? And the lion represents like this ferocious big energy and kind of using your divine power to just hone in, right? So there's that. Then we have the Six of Cups coming next, and there's like this nostalgic energy. So maybe, like I said in the beginning, things were great, things were good, but then as time went on, it went from giving a cup to really not like offering it authentically, or maybe it was kind of like there was some hidden things going on. I get like Page of Cups is, I don't know, I see like, I do see children in this reading, right? We see right here, we see it right here, and then usually this cup can mean pregnancy. So I'm only speaking to a particular person when I say this, and I don't like to just flat out just say that, but I do feel like there's some sense of like a miscarriage, or like something to do with children, and children, like it's not happening. Something didn't happen with children. I'm not sure what that is, but that's what I'm picking up on. And I think from that, we have this card, which is pretty interesting why this is here. Right? In this reading, I'm going to say, tying it to this energy, this is usually like a victory. Like I won, or there's like, how can you say it? Being validated, or all of that. This can also seem as like prideful. I can say that is definitely something I see going on here, mixed in with the other cards. There's a level of pride that went into this. So ultimately, Pisces, let me get a clarifier, because I feel like that pride card, or the Six of Wands at the end, is kind of throwing me off. I see the story, but that's like, what is that about? So Page of Cups, yeah, I just feel like you, or this person, there was something that like, okay, what I'm getting is this. There was something that was supposed to happen, but divine intervention came in. They involved something had to step in, and it was almost like when I see the angels, it's usually like divine intervention. Something happened. I feel like something happened between you and this person that caused this sense of disconnect. As far as like the validation, I'm seeing that here we got Leo energy, we got nothing but fire cards, we got sun cards. You know, there's a tone of like children in here. Maybe somebody was immature. Is that where the children stuff is coming from? And then regretting their immaturity at the end here. And you seeing them for what they are and then choosing not to give them the attention with the queen right here. But a part of you is still hurt by the way they treat you. Let's see. Okay, one clarifier. Hold on, we got cards going everywhere. Last shuffle, and then I'm going to open the deck. Okay, I'm not looking as you guys can see. You guys got the death card. Now, while I was shuffling, I kept seeing this card. I kept seeing it. So it was as if they wanted to come out. All right, so I don't know. This is like contradictive energy right here. It's giving not wanting it to end. Not willing to let go of validation. It's giving that. I don't know, Pisces. I honestly feel like there's something going on. So let me pull some other cards. So we're gonna pull from a different deck because now I feel like I'm not getting as much info on what was externally happening. So we're gonna use this deck here. Let's get something externally. What could be the reason? Just to add on to what we have children here. We have an ending not like ready to happen. Maybe you separated from this person since their horse is going in two different directions. The death card. Somebody wanted it not to end, and then the other person felt like they got away. And that's where the victory is coming in. That could be kind of like the pride of it. Like, I walked away with my dignity while you walked away with regret. Deception, okay? Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. I think I said that. Somebody wasn't being... I don't know. That's what I got with that Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, that's definitely Page of Cups energy in reverse. It's like emotionally manipulating you. And you walked away from it because that's what we saw in the beginning. Like, you got tired of it. And Pisces, you guys like to love. You guys like to support. You guys like to be there. But the problem is sometimes you guys get into situations with people who use that generosity, that kindness that you guys have. They don't give it back. I see the Hierophant, the High Priestess, I'm sorry. The High Priestess just came out. This is the after deck. So this is now concluding the story. There was some information that you found out, kind of going with that deception. We have the Page of Pentacles. Talks about investments or money going wrong. Maybe there was some type of deal of an investment that didn't go according to how it needed to go. And because of that, you were looking for this abundance. And when it came to the end, you were just tired of it. Like, the person was trying to give you this and you just rejected it. With the Four of Cups in reverse. He's actually like pouring out the water because he doesn't want it. He's not interested. And I see that. Like, I see you, Pisces, you moved on. You're the one who's in no contact. And I do feel like this person wants to reach out to you. With the Nine of Swords, it's like they're dreading the fact that they lost you and they really want to communicate with you, but it keeps them in high anxiety, and that's their own fault. Whatever it was, it just seems like there's something to do with children, deceptions on stuff. I'm not saying that this person, I'm not seeing anything where this person potentially had like another family, but I am seeing I'm seeing some type of energy of like deception, like I said. Deception, lies, and you clocking it and you not like responding to it anymore. Let's get an oracle card. Whoa. That was like two. Let's see. Okay, cool. I was about to say, we about to pull one out. So we got 4 cards for you guys. And 2 in reverse. I'm still getting my voice back, as you guys can tell. Empathetic starseed, right? Empathetic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Whale and the orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, deep diving. I'll show you guys these cards. Trust the timing, trust the wave you come in on, time is not running out. And then you got the love. I don't know how to say that. Hardian energy, codependency, and boundaries. So just kind of seeing that. I will say this, okay? I think what you need to do right now, Pisces, is it's okay to be by yourself. I know as water signs, we tend to like find emotional satisfaction in partnership or just friendships. Like I said, Pisces people have a lot of connections. In the beginning, I said that they like to interact with people. They usually have a lot of friends. They give you like service level flirty sometimes, and they like that. They like that validation. But I will say, you know, right now, whatever happened, I do feel like with this Leo card, you know, divine timing came in and basically shut the door on this, just like the lion's mouth. You know, no more of this. You know, take the king off the throne. Things need to come to an end. You got into this mindset where you weren't interested anymore, and I think that with this card, it's telling you to figure out what your rhythm is now that you're by yourself. This person doesn't want to end the relationship with you, but you want to move on because you realize that they can't support you in the ways that you need. And with that being said, it's time for you to start learning not how to absorb other people's energy. So absorbing people's energy is like making yourself overly available to them, or trying to always be like mom energy, nurturing energy to people, because then at the end of the day, your cup gets dry. And I do see that you being a water sign, that could be something that happens a lot as well. So, and it says you got the love. So work on codependent things, absorbing people's energy that's not yours. That could definitely be not a side effect, but like, how do you say, a byproduct of being dependent on other people. You are becoming other people because you're interacting with them, but then now you're not allowing yourself to breathe and exist. That spirit that you have inside of you, you're not allowing it to be yourself, or you're not allowing it to shine because you're too busy trying to occupy the energies of other people. And then now you feel conflicted with yourself because at the end of the day, now what happens? Like, you hold resentment. You get into this energy of like this, where you don't feel like you are praised. Like, I don't feel like you treat me as the queen I am, because you don't even treat yourself as a queen. And I'm just speaking facts because I've been there before. If we're always subsiding or subscribing to like what other people want us to do or say, then what happens? Like, we don't ever allow our voice to be expressed. We don't ever allow ourselves to communicate what our needs are. So then people don't look at our needs as like important, because we don't vocalize what our needs are. And that's what I've been seeing here. And I think the person knows that you're in this energy now. You're walking away confidently, and they're walking away like not wanting to end it, but they know that it's the end. And like I said, it makes them feel like this. Like, I feel resentful for treating Pisces this way, and I wish I would have treated them better when I had them. So Pisces, that's okay. Don't feel the need to go back to this person just because they said sorry. Okay, I feel like just because somebody says sorry does not mean that they're actually sorry. It could just potentially mean that they're just trying to get back into your energy. And I would say that. You know what's the right at the end of the day. You know what you need to do. You know that you have the information you need intuitively and actual information. You know, this person, at the end of the day, you need to focus on yourself. You've already been here before, Pisces, where you didn't focus on yourself. And I did do a reading right now where it was like a short on my YouTube channel where I talked about how Pisces could be overspending. So for this card to come up again, I will say, Pisces, you need to focus on your finances, right? Just this whole thing is talking about finances. The abundance is there, but you need to focus on that. And then we also have the cups here, where it's like you're not giving that energy. You're not giving that energy. You're not interested maybe in this person, or like, how can you say? Not in this person, and then also too not in the energy that surrounds this whole like lack of abundance or things that are going to get in the way of you creating abundance for yourself. Okay? All right. So Pisces, that's what I have for you today. Yeah, I've been trying to grow my platforms. I have Yelp. No, not Yelp. Maybe in the future I'll get Yelp. I have a different business where I just made a Yelp. That's why I said that. But for the most part, you can find me on TikTok. You can find me on YouTube. If you guys can subscribe, that would be great. I'm trying to start going live on TikTok because it'll be easier for me to do longer content, on the spot videos for you guys, and as well as Instagram. It's all going to be Golden Moonchild Tarot. So if you guys can go ahead and give me a follow, your girl will appreciate that. I'd be like, yes, the people are coming through for me. But aside from that, tell me if this video resonated with you. Tell me if anything you guys want to know about. I try to post more often. This past couple weeks I've been a little sick. There is a bug that is going around, and it's been like bad. Like everybody's talking about how their throat starts burning first, and that definitely happened to me. I felt like, oh my god, my throat's burning. And then from there, I lost my voice. So it's coming back. I sound a lot better if you look at my old video. I think I did one when I had no voice or something like that. But all in all, Pisces, I wish you the best. Yes. Go ahead and share this video if you know a Pisces that could be going through this, or just share it to them. If you could, please, again, go ahead and subscribe. And I should have my link tree information there, where it shows you all my platforms that I have. Okay, I'll see you guys next time, Pisces. Bye.